Why be ordinary when you can be flamboyant? Wancheka Radio. Be flamboyant.
Good evening, and here are the major stories for today. Authorities in Katsina State have confirmed 15 deaths due to suspected cases of gastroenteritis in Charanchi local government area of that state. The Transition Committee chairman of the council, Yusuf Rada, who made this known to newsmen today, said about 24 persons have so far been hospitalized and were currently receiving medical treatment at the Charanchi Comprehensive Healthcare Center. He also listed the areas affected by the outbreak to include Charanchi Town, Malali, and Baye villages, adding that the council had already sent a team of medical experts to render services to the victims. The chairman also called for urgent intervention from the state government to curtail the spread of the disease, while urging people in the areas to continue to embrace personal and environmental hygiene as part of measures to prevent disease outbreak. At least 2 worshippers are feared dead, while scores of others are injured after a building collapsed during the church service at Adagbrasa in Okpa local government area of Delta State this Sunday. The worshippers had converged at the St. Paul's Catholic Church for the Sunday morning mass. When midway into the service, the building caved in. One of the victims, identified as the church drummer, 10-year-old Jeffrey Enukainire, reportedly died on the spot when a section of the building wall fell on him while drumming during the prayer and worship session. Meanwhile, Governor Ifeanyi Okonwa has expressed sadness over the death of the victims, describing the incident as a sad and regrettable experience. Okowa, in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary Charles Aniago, has asked the State Commissioner for Works James Elgoye to visit the site with a view to unraveling the cause of the collapse and how government can assist the injured worshippers and the church. The youth wing of Ohaneze Ndigbo has been warned not to unnecessarily overheat the polity by making unguarded remarks regarding the bid by the Southeast to occupy the presidency come 2023. Leadership of the All Progressives Youth Forum Southeast gave the warning while addressing newsmen in Enugu over the issue. You may recall that Ohaneze youth had last week reacted to a statement by Senate President Bukola Saraki that the chieftain of the APC was positioning himself for the presidency in 2023, warning that any plot to sideline the Southeast will be resisted with force. The All Progressives Youth Forum, through its zonal coordinator Titus Nnamani, has in the meantime dismissed the claims of Ohaneze youths, noting that the All Progressives Congress is a party of fairness and as such still favors the Southeast for the presidency in 2023. The Nigerian army has dismissed reports that at least 30 soldiers were killed during a battle with suspected Boko Haram terrorists in Zari Town, Guzamali local government area of Borno State. Spokesman for the Theatre Command, Operation Lafia Dole Onyema Nwachukwu, while reacting to the news, confirmed the attack but denied that the army suffered casualties. Nwachukwu said contrary to reports, several of the terrorists were killed by the military troops and equipment captured from them were destroyed, adding that so far he had yet to be notified of any casualty on the part of the soldiers. And the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a suit against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for its failure to prosecute alleged vote buyers in Ekiti. The human rights group, in a statement signed this Sunday by its Deputy Director Timothy Adewale, said the electoral body had failed to investigate the allegations of vote buying by both the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party during the recent governorship election in Ekiti State. In the suit, which was filed at the Federal High Court in Ikoyi, Lagos, SERAP said it's seeking an order for leave to apply for judicial review and to seek an order of mandamus compelling INEC and its chairman, Mahmood Yakub, to instruct security agencies to forward to them reports of their investigations into allegations of vote buying during the governorship election. SERAP is also seeking collaboration with the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, and the EFCC to begin prosecution of suspected vote buyers. SERAP said the court action was necessary after the electoral body noted that it had powers to prosecute alleged vote buyers but lacked the powers to arrest and investigate the suspects. The human rights group is also seeking an order compelling INEC and its chairman to prosecute anyone suspected to be involved or complicit in the alleged vote buying during the elections in Ekiti, Anambra, Edo, and Ondo states. No date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit. In international news, Police say a suicide bomber has attacked a government office in the Somali capital, Mogadishu, causing a nearby school to collapse. According to local officials, the car bomb in Hawadog district killed 3 soldiers and injured 14 people, including 6 children. The blast also damaged nearby houses and blew the roof of a mosque. The militant group Al-Shabaab, which has waged an insurgency for more than 10 years, has claimed responsibility for the attack. Tens of thousands of people have gathered in eastern Ukraine to mourn a Russian-backed separatist leader who was killed in a bomb attack on Friday. Alexander Zakharchenko, who was 42, died in the explosion at a cafe in the rebel stronghold of Donetsk. He was the most senior Russian-backed fatality of the conflict so far. Russia's foreign ministry said it suspected Ukraine of organizing the latest killing, although the Ukrainian government has denied any involvement. On Saturday, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said international talks in Ukraine could no longer be considered following Zakharchenko's death. And the U.S. military says it's cancelling $300 million in aid to Pakistan over what it calls Islamabad's failure to take action against militant groups. U.S. President Donald Trump has previously accused Pakistan of deceiving the U.S. while receiving billions of dollars. Pentagon spokesperson Connie Faulkner said the U.S. military would aim to spend the money on other urgent priorities. The move, which needs to be approved by U.S. Congress, is part of a broader suspension announced in January. The announcement comes just days before U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is due to visit Pakistan to meet the country's new Prime Minister, Imran Khan. In business, Nigeria is to sign an agreement on the National Information and Communication Technology Infrastructure Backbone Phase 2 with China. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, disclosed this in a statement released on Saturday, shortly after President Muhammadu Buhari arrived in Beijing, the Chinese capital. Shehu said during the 6-day official visit, President Buhari will join his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping to witness the signing of the agreement between Galaxy Backbone Limited and Huawei Technologies Limited at the cost of $328 million facilities provided by the Chinese Exim Bank. He explained that the bank facility is for the development of the project, which is consistent with Buhari's administration's commitment to incorporating the development of ICT into national strategic planning under the National Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. President Buhari, who is in China to attend the Beijing summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, is also expected to witness the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on One Belt, One Road initiative alongside President Jinping. In entertainment, the 6th Annual Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards was held on Saturday in Lagos, with several Nigerian movie stars emerging winners at the event. Some of the actors who went home with major awards in different categories include Femi Falana, popularly known as Falz, Femi Adebayo, Omotola Jalade Kehinde, Odunlade Adekola, Funlola Ofiebi Rahimi. Former Big Brother Nigeria housemate Bisola Ayeola won the Trailblazer Award, while cinematographer Tunde Kelani was honored with the Industry Merit Award. Filmmakers and actors from different African countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, and South Africa, made up the 120 nominations for 27 categories of the award. And in sports, in tennis, Angelique Kerber and Petra Kvitova were both knocked out of the US Open on Saturday, leaving defending champion Sloane Stephens as the sole remaining top 6 in the women's draw. Wimbledon champion Kerber was beaten 3-6, 6-3, 6-3 by Slovak 29th seed Dominika Cibulkova in the third round, while two-time quarterfinalist Petra Kvitova lost 7-5, 6-1 to informed Belarusian Arina Sabalenka. None of this year's Grand Slam winners are now left in the women's singles. In the men's singles, 9th seed Dominic Thiem reached the US Open quarterfinals by beating 2017 runner-up Kevin Anderson 7-5, 6-2, 7-6 at Flushing Meadows this Sunday. The Austrian broke late in the first set and twice in the second before winning the third in a tie break. It's the first time Thiem has reached the last 8 in New York, and he will face the winner of the match between Rafael Nadal and Nicolas Basilashvili. In football, Arsenal secured its first away win of the season after a pulsating Premier League encounter with Cardiff City this Sunday. The Gunners led twice through Shkodran Mustafi's header and a curling effort from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang before Alexandre Lacazette crashed home the winner on 81 minutes. Victor Camaras's first Cardiff goal on the stroke of half-time and Danny Ward's header, it seemed as though they would earn a point as they scored their first goals of the league campaign. In other matches played today, Manchester United beat Burnley by 2-0, while Tottenham lost to Watford by 1-2. Those are the major stories for today. I am Binta, Bhadmus.
Why be ordinary when you can be flamboyant? One Checker Radio. Be flamboyant.